Hello everybody, and thank you so much for joining my channel. My name is Rocky. If you're new to my channel, this is where we talk about fashion, lifestyle right here in my city of Chicago, and just a little bit of beauty. So today we're talking fashion and beauty. Let's get right into it. So I'm sure you all have seen these sneakers in my OOTDs, and those of you who are OGs have seen me haul this. These are sneakers for Melissa shoes. These are rubber sneakers. I'll bring that a little bit closer for you. It has a clear sole, it's gray, and I've picked these up because there are times where I want to wear sneakers, but I don't want to ruin sneakers because it's wet out. This has been the perfect addition to my wardrobe. Every single time I wear these, people are like, where'd you get those? Blah, 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 blah. So this exact pair is not available anymore. So I've been trying to point people to where they can find something similar or whatever. But when I tell you the compliments and the inquiries that I get from these sneakers, I didn't even anticipate that these would be that popular. Well, I have some good news for you all. Melissa came out with a new pair of sneakers that are even better than these. Let me show you. So I knew I loved that neutral design, and when they came out with these really spoke to me. These are called the Melissa Motion, and it is very similar to these in the sense that they're the colorway, but very different. They give you a different aesthetic completely. These are much sleeker look. The gray is a little bit lighter, but it is still neutral. It gives me the vibes of the sleek sneakers that are in style right now. You pick your brand, you tell me, but you know what I'm talking about. They all have a similar shape, but for me, the reason why this is still cool is because it's rubber. I won't have to worry about ruining the suede. It gives me suede aesthetics, but this is all just textured differently to look like different fabrics. This is all rubber. It is laced. It does have laces in here. But I am super excited to wear these. It's the typical, oh, I didn't even see the sole, you all. Look how cute that is. It's the typical Melissa shoe with the bubblegum smell that I like, the comfort that I like. These are not your jelly shoes of old where it's super uncomfortable. I expect that I should be able to walk and run well, not run, but if I needed to get away from a dog, I could. That's what I expect to be able to do with these shoes. But anyway, my point in showing you this is because this is going to be on heavy rotation, heavy repeat moving forward, because now I have another alternative to this rubber shoe without having to worry about ruining my shoes. You know what? Because we're cool, I talk about this all the time. Whenever I have a hookup, I share it with you. I do have a code. Now, my code changes from time to time, but there's always a code available. My code this time around is Rocky Melissa 20 to get 20% off of your purchase. But if you link down below, I don't know when you'll be watching this. If you link down below, the link works all the time. So check the link, and Rocky Melissa 20 for now would be the 20% off. But go get you these shoes. Don't sleep on this, because then you're going to be coming after me like, oh, where can I find the shoes? And I can't do nothing once they run out. So let me move on. Now, many of you know that I am the Director of Operations for Surround Sound and Fashion. That is the largest and baddest fashion show and concert in the Midwest. That's our claim to fame. This year, it was on October 19th. We closed out Chicago Fashion Week, and Young Jock was the performer, the national recording artist that closed out our show. Now, listen, I have a really good time at the show. If you know anything about me, if you one of the OGs from this channel, you know I absolutely love music, love to dance. And this time around, I got caught dancing. Oh my gosh. Somebody filmed me dancing, which I don't mind, but I'm never really expecting that to happen. But I am dancing from the start to the finish because I absolutely love the entertainment of the show. I didn't do my typical OOTD to show you what I wore. We talked about it in bits and phases of what I thought I would wear. But I did have on a L'Agence shirt that had a cutout. I had on some really high-waisted shorts that I think I got from Cider. My tights were something that I picked up from Instagram on my Instagram feed. And on the back of the thigh, really high up on the back of the thigh, it says "Made You Look." And then for shoes, I wore my Jimmy Choo Mary Jane shoes. So that was my look from head to toe. I straightened my hair, which actually stayed straight all night. I don't know The Time-O tools are the difference maker for me. If you're interested in Time-O tools, I have a link down below that will get you a discount too. Look, we on a roll today. But the Time-O tools did me right, and my hair was cute. It was curled, and it stayed curled all night. So I was really excited about that. But the main reason why I bring up the show, to get you caught up, one, but two, there was a goodie bag, and I rarely ever get a full goodie bag, but this year somebody did put one aside for Lil Rocky, and I got a goodie bag this year. One of our title sponsors was Mielle. It's no longer Mielle Organics. I'm not sure if it's because it's no longer organic, but Mielle was one of the title sponsors. So I do have a lot of Mielle products in this bag, but there are other things. I'm going to get into the other things first. So the first thing I want to show you is Perillo Chicago. They sell like Bentleys and things like that. One year we actually did our show inside of a Bentley dealership with the Bentleys and everything all around. This year we did it at Sin City Studios, but we had a $950,000 Lamborghini flanking our stage this year. When I tell you nervous doesn't even begin to tell you how I felt about having that car right there and people walking by and leaning on it. I'm just like, oh my God. But nonetheless, they were one of our sponsors, and they provided this gift bag along with a very cute hat to go with it. This will come in handy for my runs, you know, stuff like that, because I do go for runs and I don't like the sun to be in my face. We also had Timberland. And I think I expect to get some Timberland gear coming in soon, so I'll share that with you when I get it. But they sent us with, you know, the mug and the little thing that you put on the back of your phone so you can slip your cards in. So we got that from Timberland. We got this from one of our sponsors also was the Chicago Stars. It's our National Women's Soccer League team here in Chicago, Chicago Stars. They've rebranded from Chicago Red Stars to Chicago Stars. So you'll see that difference on from thing to thing, depending on it. Says support women's sports, which you should. I think the rest of these things are Mielle, and they did us right. I'm super excited to use. I'm going to show you the first thing I'm super excited to use because my hair needs some TLC right now. It is this Babassu and Mint. Is that Babassu? Babassu and Mint deep conditioner. I need some moisture like no other. It's a protein moisture replenisher for dry and damaged hair to restore protein and balances for all hair types. I'm going to slather my shit in this today and let it soak for at minimum an hour. I don't know. It says 15 minutes, but for drier hair, you can do 30 minutes. I'm going to probably do an hour because I need some loving. And I'm pretty sure we've talked about this before. I'm pretty sure I really need a really deep haircut, like deep. So probably in the next couple months, you all going to see me with a little pixie bob cut because my hair is in shambles at the moment. I think it's because I think I know why. Then they gave us this really cool kit of samples to try their new line, the Kalahari melon and aloe vera. I've seen ads for this everywhere and a lot of different people using it and swearing by it. So I'm excited to try this. I'm just nervous that it's just not enough product, but I am super excited to try it. They also gave us part of that same line, a full-size bottle of this curl forming glaze, which I always need something to define my curls. It says curl pattern control, moisturizing hold and definition, long-lasting moisture retention, curl life longevity. So these are the types of things I need for my hair because it frizzes so easily. So I am excited to have that. So once I deep condition, I'm probably going to go ahead and go through with this and see what it do. Then they also gave a bunch of stuff. They gave a rat tail comb, which who doesn't always need a rat tail comb to get those parts straight? These are headbands, but I wonder if these are to work out in. They're satin headbands. So I think that would be cool to work out in to keep that moisture away from the edges and stuff like that. So I think I'm going to definitely rock those. And then lastly, they gave a bag to put all of your things in. I think this is super convenient, things that I need. Yeah. This to put your things in. So all this stuff that they gave us, I have a place. So when everything has a place, every place has a thing. A little hook in there. I don't know what you hooking in there, but you hooking stuff in there. Another little pouch. This is good for your makeup, your hair stuffs. I think this is a really amazing pouch. And this is super generous of them. This is another thing that they gave here. We put this together for Surround Sound of Fashion. I wanted to share this with you. The artist who did this work is called Robert Hansen, and this is virtual reality. You download a app called Artivive, and take an image of or hover over this image, and it comes to life. So what I'll do is I'll hold this here, one side or the other. I just hold it in the middle and show you what that looks like. I'm just gonna be quiet for a second so you can see what it looks like.
Proudly presents Surround Sound of Fashion, the Midwest's ultimate fusion of fashion and music. Watch top designers and models own the runway and get ready for a live performance by national recording artist and star of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Young Jock. Tonight is the night, closing out Chicago Fashion Week. We're honoring visionary entrepreneurs Bobby Simmons and Lavelle V. Sykes with the Trendsetter Award. Sounds provided by DJ Nathis. And your hosts for the evening are none other than MTV, Domati Pongo, and supermodel Sharon B. The countdown is on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So that's what the cover does. Isn't that pretty cool? And we had our promo models. Some of them had t-shirts that are like this. We also had a really big piece of artwork in our Surround Sound of Fashion lounge where vendors activated and gave free samples and things like that. But the big piece of art was also VR activated and people could sign it. It's a really good keepsake for our creator of Surround Sound of Fashion, Nate Gilbert. He has that to take and keep for the rest of his life and remind him of this moment. But I thought that was a very nice addition to our booklet this year and super cool. We're on the cutting edge of technology. Anyway, so that brings us to the end. I wanted to call out one thing. You probably noticed that I am no longer slurring with my speech. I got my braces off, you all. I don't know if it looks any different at all, but probably a lot more smiling, less slurring. And that's the end of that. I still have to wear a retainer, of course, like when anybody else who has to get the braces, but I have to wear the retainer at night. But I think that I'm just glad. I'm just glad it's over with, because at my big old age, I'm like, why am I wearing braces? Anyway, that brings us to the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. Check down below for some of the links that I mentioned. But that brings us to the end. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share it with your friends. Bye.
Rocky, she's just a fashion girl from Chicago. Rocky, just a fashion girl.